Hey Royals, how's it going? This is another early bird special video, and this time instead of showing you some hatchlings that are going to be made available, I'm showing you some adults that are going to be available. And this one right here is our first one. This is a pied 100% het for albino. Just like all the other early bird special videos, if you see something you like, send me an email. Email is down in the description and give me an offer. I'm just going to take a look, and if I like it, if I'll accept it, you'll get a response. I'm not going to haggle with you and tell you I need another $100 or another $50 or whatever. If it's too low, I just won't respond. That's all. It's just make it simple. I don't want to have any confrontations. So this is like I said, pied 100% het for albino. It's one of the first animals in the double recessive project that I acquired, and she's put in a lot of work. She's been consistently laying for me every season. One season she did slug out, and that was because she was paired to her son, and I think that's the reason for slugging out. This season she also slugged out, and the reason is because I didn't want to breed her. I didn't want to put any males to her. I didn't have enough space for hatchlings, so I chose not to breed her, and yet she threw a clutch of slugs. So she wanted to breed, but it was my fault for not putting in a male for her. The good news is that she threw, I think, 8 slugs, so that means she can potentially produce 8 eggs. So that is good news, and she did lay those slugs on time. So she has a schedule. Her breeding schedule is still the same breeding schedule. If you want to know what her schedule is, let me know when you're purchasing this animal. Don't worry about this. I'm using newspaper right now, and some of it rubbed off on her, so it's a little bit ink from the newspaper. But yeah, like I said, just send me an email, give me an offer if you're interested, and we'll go from there. Right here is another pied that's 100% het for albino. So the previous one, like I said, was the very first one, so I call that pied het for albino 1, and this one is actually pied het for albino 4. That means I had a total of 4 of them. 2 and 3 were already sold in previous seasons. This girl is a late season layer, so previous seasons she has laid her eggs towards the end of October. I did ultrasound her. I didn't see any follicles, so I'm putting her up, making her available as well. But yeah, because she usually goes late, I in my mind I'm always thinking let her lay her clutch of eggs and then I'll sell her, but then I never get around to doing that. So that's why she is still here. Again, she does lay consistently every year as well. Last time she laid 11 eggs, so she's a little bit bigger, and she does produce a few more eggs than the previous one. But yeah, she's available. Send me an email if you're interested, and if you want both, if you're working the albino pie project, it might be a good idea to pick up multiple animals, and you can also get a group discount. So we're going to continue with our double recessive projects. This one is not in the albino project. This is a pastel double het for Axanthic pied. So this is in the Axanthic pied project. The line of Axanthics that I work with is VPI, so make sure you're working with the same line, otherwise you're not going to get good results, because none of the Axanthic lines are compatible from what we know so far. So yeah, this is an animal that I produced myself. She was, I'm not going to go through her history, but just to keep things simple, I produce her myself. I have her sister as well. Her sister is actually currently gravid. I'm expecting a clutch from her in under a month. So she just recently shed. Her sister just recently shed. This girl, I didn't breed either. I made the decision early on in the season to not breed her, but then I started selling more hatchlings, going to shows, vending at shows. And so her sister actually goes a little bit later in the season, so I decided to put a male with her sister, and we'll see what results from that. But once her sister produces a clutch, drops her clutch, her sister's going to be made available as well. So just to keep things just to differentiate between this one and her sister, because they have the exact same genetics. They're both pastel double hets. This one is pastel het axanthic pied, double het axanthic pied, pastel double het axanthic pied 1, and the sister is pastel double het axanthic pied 2. All right, so let's do one more proven adult female, and that's this one right here. This is she's in shed, unfortunately. She is a Firefly het clown, so fire pastel het for clown female. Like I said, she is proven. Got her from Ryan Pates. Interesting story with this girl. When I got her, she was feeding on live rats. And so when I got her, I tried to give her live rats. She wasn't taking it. I tried to give her mice. She wasn't taking it. ASFs, she wasn't taking it. And one day, because I do feed some of my collection frozen thawed, I had an extra frozen thawed rat. And I was like, let me just try it. And she took it. And so the interesting fact about this girl is that she prefers frozen thawed rats over live. She does take live now. I think she just needed to get used to the new environment here. But she does take live on occasion, but if you give her frozen thaw, she takes it all the time. She is consecutively taking frozen thawed, and just absolutely great animal. And she did produce a clutch for me last season. I think she goes quite early in the season. So again, the same story. I wasn't going to breed that many animals early on, but then I changed my mind later on, and that kind of just like skipped over her. So she didn't get bred this season, but she did produce a clutch for me last season. All right, just to round things out, I'm going to show you a few males that are part of those projects, just to give you some ideas what you can be pairing with them and producing. So this right here is a albino pied. This is a male albino pied. I'm pretty sure he is actually related to the pied het albino 1. So I would not recommend pairing them together, because like I told you, they did yield slugs that one season, but unrelated to pied het albino 4. So that's an option there. So if you want to purchase a pair, that would be good for you, because we can probably work out some kind of a group discount. Like I said before, just send me an email, let me know what you want, give me an offer, and if I like it, I'll respond. If I don't like it, no hard feelings, I just won't respond. And if you don't hear my response, feel free to send another email with a different offer. But yeah, that's just how it goes. I'm not going to haggle with you. I'm not going to sit there and try to squeeze another dollar out of you. So yeah, just take your time and give me a reasonable offer. All right, I want to show you a clown, but this guy is being really squirmy. I might end up just putting a still on just so you guys can take a look at him. But yeah, he was purchased from Ryan Pates, same breeder that I got that Firefly het clown female from. He is supposed to be pastel spot nose Russo visual clown, and he did produce a couple clutches for me. Russo is one of those genes that's really subtle, hard to see. And initially I was like, I don't think there's Russo in this guy, because I don't see Russo in the hatchlings. But as they grew, I'm starting to see how clean they are. So I do suspect that he could still be Russo, although I don't plan to breed him anymore. So that's why this guy is being made available. I'm going to put him away. I'll grab one of his offsprings just so you can see what I mean. So right here we have a Powerball, which is the super spot nose, and het for clown. This guy is not for sale. It's not part of the early bird special, but I just wanted to show him because he is the offspring from that last male. And take a look at how clean and bright this guy is. Like I said, Russo is subtle, and all the offsprings that he produced, that last male produced, are combos. There's no like normals where you can see the Russos. They all like have multiple codoms in them, and as they age, even the ones that I've sold, the customers are coming back to me and telling me how bright they are and how much brighter they are now than before. And I would tell them that, hey, remember, it might be Russo because there was Russo in the pairing. So this guy is a Powerball. Like I said, Powerball. Go on Morph Market. I mean, look how big he is. he's probably going to be breeding for me for next season. But go on Morph Market, look at some of the other Powerballs available, look at their pictures, and compare them to this, and they are not nearly as clean and bright as this one. So I do believe that this is a Russo Powerball 100% Hetford Clown. Again, not available for sale, but just so you guys can see the type of offspring that that male produces. So the last one I want to show you, something to put into that Axanthic Pied project, is this one right here. Now he is not a proven adult male, but he is at a size where he will be ready, or should be ready, next season for breeding. I did have a adult version of this, is a Pied Hetford Axanthic, but the adult is already sold, so I still have this one available. Like I said, take a look at the size of him. I would say he's like 400 grams, so he should be ready to breed next season. Is going into shed right now, so not looking his best, but like I said, just send me an offer. You can put together your own package, put together your own offer. My email is down in the description below, so let me know what you guys want to do, and hopefully we can work together, and you know, it'll be a win-win for both of us. You'll save me time from having to upload stuff to Morph Market, and then of course it'll save you some money, because that time savings translate into cost savings as well. So yeah, just send me an email. So let me know what you guys want to do. And again, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful. I hope we can help each other out. Remember to like, share, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.